Hey everyone, Chef Anthony here at Dawn's Appliances. Today I'm on the 60-inch Pro Grand dual fuel oven from Thermador. So we're going to go over kind of the fit and finish features on this amazing beast of a range. So I'm going to start with the cooktop, then I'll work into the oven and all the controls. First and foremost, we see 6 burners. So these are full power burners, and the best part about the Star burners, their patented burner, is you're going to get about 50% more heat from this burner, being that it is raised up. And look, I put my hand under it, and that touches on my use and care feature of cleaning. So this raised burner cap is really great because it's a sealed system, so now we can clean under the burner grates, kind of get all those little bits and pieces that we dropped. And when the Star burner fires up, it's really going to be so much closer to the pot, and the grate, being that it is raised up. So we're really going to initially get that high heat. So great high heat. What about the low, Chef? So the extra low simmer on the Thermador. So if you see it right here, and I can raise this up, and you can really see the ports and how it really funnels the air and the gas mixture. Right here is our igniter, and this is really going to click, 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 and go. Even when we use the extra low, what's going to happen? I'll put the burner cap back on. What's going to happen is it's going to heat up, and then you'll see it cycle on and off. It'll click 3 times and cycle, and that'll keep you to your industry low. That's ideal for, melting chocolate, keeping an Alfredo sauce, chicken noodle soup, things like that. Things that you want to just keep warm. Finished sauces and stuff like that without scorching the bottom. So it's the most continuous low flame in the industry. So remember that one. And that happens on all these burners. So not only do you have the high highs, but you have the best lows, okay? So let's talk about that one. So you got your heavy grates right here. These sit really nice right here. What we like to do is mild soapy water on these, no paper towel, because the white in the paper towel flakes off and really embeds in the metal, and it makes it look a lot older than it is. I recommend a dry cloth or a microfiber towel for all of these burners, okay? Actually, the whole range. Any of that white paper towel flakes just, makes it look a lot older, especially in the griddle. So being that you have this massive griddle, the best part about this is it's a 2-burner system. So what I mean by 2 burners, I can keep this side on super high, pan sear some steaks, or get that good sear on stuff that I want. Over here, I can keep it a little bit lower to finish and carry over cooking. So think about using it just not on high or not on the same temperature, meaning that you have this size. You can really use dual temperatures to really do multiple cooking. Or think about doing your whole meal. If you had chicken here, you had vegetables here, and you have potatoes, they're all going to be at different temperatures. But now you can cook your proteins on one side, you can cook your vegetables on the other. So think about that. And this is the only removable one in the industry. So this will pick up. You could take this over to your sink, clean it out. Amazing long drip tray there too. So this will actually catch all your grease, all your bits, just so get a spatula and it'll run it down this side. So think about that. But, great power, 4 burners right here, 2 on the side, and then your centers. Let's talk about the oven features. So I'm going to actually be using this collar here to jog and show you the different ones. I want to show you the inside of the oven interior first, okay? So let's open the oven door. Let's talk about what we have. So 3 continuous glide racks right here. The handle, pull it right out. Nice and sturdy, it'll hold about 35 pounds. So think about that. And then if we look directly in the center, you're gonna see the convection fan. This is really the heartbeat of the oven. So that's really where the fan speed turns on, pushes the air towards the glass. This is really where we can get some precise cooking, okay? That's our first heat source. Second heat source, this is our broiler element. And if you know, I'm hitting my finger right here, that's the mirrored pan. So it's a mirrored broiler element. So all those elements up there will heat up, and the metal in this mirror will carry it over across and really kind of go from edge to edge. So there's no dead spots in broiling. That's what we love. Then under here is a hidden bake element, okay? So being that there is a hidden bake element under there, we don't want to put any aluminum foil on the bottom of the oven cavity or anything like that, because it will melt to the enamel and really ruin the oven shell. So no aluminum foil at the bottom, keeps it nice and clean. So think about those 3 heat sources, and being that this is an all sealed system, for cleanability, you could use vinegar, baking soda, or some mild Dawn dish soap, things like that to clean it out and really try and stay away from the self-clean. You can still use it, but for everyday applications, it is nice and clean. So close these glides up, close this oven door, and then I'm really going to talk about some of the features here. First one is we're dealing with this convection roast. So this is really going to use all three heat sources. I'm going to use your broiler, it's going to use your convection fan, and your bake element. This is ideal for roasting vegetables or even doing your holiday ham, your Thanksgiving turkeys, things like that. Items that need broiler, they need that convection fan to move it all around the oven so it browns evenly, and heat from the bottom. So think about, thicker items, okay? The next one we're just going to deal with a regular roast. Regular roast is the same setting without the convection fan. So we're going to use the broiler element and the bake element. Think about doing a pot roast, with potatoes and carrots, and it's going to have liquid in it. It's going to have a lid on it. There you could just use the regular roast, being that you have a lid on it. It's not going to really affect the cooking. Okay. Next is our convection broil. So we're going to use the convection fan and the broiler element together. So now we can do a nice piece of fish. We can broil some steaks. And we'll get that convection fan to fly that heat through the protein or whatever we're cooking to cook it all the way through and broil it as well, okay? Next one is regular broil. I like to tell customers this is the broil without the convection. The ideal application for this is to brown like onion soup or a mac and cheese or even garlic toast that you have. So think about that. It's just getting that straight, big, powerful broiler. And you don't have to do it on the top rack. You can kind of do it in the middle. You don't even need the oven cracked because this is a dual fuel. By saying dual fuel, it's a gas top and an electric oven, okay? Next is the remote start. So this is a Wi-Fi enabled product. So if you go download the Home Connect app, you can type in the serial code and really monitor your cooking application or download the recipes or send it. There's a million options in Home Connect. Now you do it from your smart tablet, Wi-Fi enabled device, kind of anything. So it really brings the appliance to you. So, if you're working, you have a busy household, things like that, anywhere you get a Wi-Fi signal, you can monitor the oven's cooking stages directly, okay? Next is our standard bake. And this is great. This has been the same forever. The only time I really use this is if I'm doing like a cheesecake in a water bath, or if I have creme brulees with liquid in there to where I don't need the convection fan, or the convection fan would slosh around, kind of make a mess in the oven. We don't want that. So this is the only time that I really use bacon here. Okay. Next is our convection bake, and we're really going to see performance on this in convection bake. So now we're talking about, our finite baking, like bake a pie, bake a cake, you know what I mean? Bake a tray of brownies. Because what's going to happen, you're going to get that convection fan pushing that air out, and then we're really going to use that bake element to bring the heat on the bottom. Okay. So think about your brownie pan. And this is the best part. So true convection. So this is pure European convection. This is multiples. Anytime we have more than one item in the oven, we're really going to use true convection. What it's going to do is it's pure European convection. So if we put on 350, it means all the racks are 350 degrees, the most even heat in your oven. So think about that. True convection is going to be your best friend on that one, right? So that really covers it all. Self-clean, there are 3 stages for that. And you're going to see, the self-clean, you do have to remove the glide racks because the ball bearings will melt and tarnish, so they won't ever look the same. So think about the self-clean, you got to pull all those racks out. It's going to be a 2 or 4 hour process. Best part about the 60-inch range, you have double the love right here. So everything that you can do on the right side, you can do in the left side. So think about that in your cooking aspects. The only additions here are keep warm and proof. So now we can have keep warm setting in here. So now we can hold this as a warming directly 165 degrees. The next one would be proof. So we're going to go to about 86 degrees. We can make any dough double in size, kind of rise and go. So think about that. That's a nice feature too if you're scaling bread dough or pizza dough or pie dough, whatever you want to do, okay? And that really rounds out the whole board of here. So a couple additional features there. A lot of fun, a lot of power, a lot of cooking possibilities here in the 60-inch range. So hope you enjoyed this video and happy cooking on your 60-inch range.